Welcome to Uncle Tony's Closet.
Uncle Tony's Closet.
The best podcast on the internet.
That comes out of a closet. And as you can see, if you're looking at the video here, we got all our shit set up. Welcome to Uncle Tony's Studios. We're moving on to big, great things here. And we got a lot of hot topics for you guys today, including... I was just seeing if you had any. Space. We're going to talk about space.
Elon Musk in space.
The government, as per usual, the lies that they tell you, the propaganda that's, coming into our ears every day.
And big data.
Big dicks. Oh, yeah, big data.
Big data.
That's a big one. That's we have someone very closely connected with that world. So, where should we start?
What were the topics again?
Oh, okay. All right. Let's do big data because there's a big news story going around about Hunter Biden and also the entire Biden family. Yeah, because
it's a big data.
They had to seize his laptop and look at all the data on. Well, I don't know.
Let's talk about it.
It's not exactly big data, but it's
a different kind of big data.
Story of the week.
Yeah. So, start us off.
Okay, so everything we're going to be talking about in relation to Hunter Biden's laptop is not on a factual basis. It's not entirely opinion-based either because we have done some research, but with all the propaganda going on, with everything in the world, it's really hard to find reliable news sources. And one of the few facts that I do know is that the Hunter Biden's laptop recently got entered into the Library of Congress by Matt Gaetz.
Yeah, so...
Who's Matt Gaetz?
A congressman, I believe.
All right.
Oh, that's not the important part.
We have this cool new feature. Let's show them the feature. Pull up Hunter Biden news.
No, check this shit out. Oh, wait.
He fucked up the sound levels.
Check this shit out.
All right. Hunter Biden.
Oh, let's see. Hunter Biden. We'll look up Hunter Biden news.
Look at this.
Dealings with president's brother. Who gives a fuck? I didn't even know he had a brother. Whoa. This one looks important here. I think that's John McAfee. Also a friend of the show. May he rest in peace.
Whacked.
He's a friend of the show?
He was whacked. Yeah. I mean, we would have liked to have him on at some point, but, I guess we'll never know. John McAfee is another government conspiracy.
Post. Keep that in mind.
And one other thing I do know is that they have been the FBI has been in possession of the laptop since 2019, and they supposedly lost it. They don't know where it's at.
All right. Demanding that 51 former intelligence operatives divulge information about their 2020 statement that documents...
It could be
from Hunter Biden's laptop could be Russian disinformation, with a senior GOP aide telling the Post that ex-spies should expect subpoenas next year if they fail to comply.
This is a cover-up. They're trying to tell us not to worry, and then it's Russians making this shit up.
Look what we're looking at here. We're on the fucking New York Post.
Let's okay.
We need to go on DuckDuckGo.
The New York Post isn't the New York Times. It's not. They're actually less credible.
New York Post. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. 450 gigabytes.
This also might not be very
no, I actually saw this.
My mom uses Daily Mail.
I didn't see the Daily Mail one, but I did see the announcement of the 450 gigabytes of deleted materials.
This is an ad coming
Damn,
up here.
450 gigabytes.
And the dude ran off to Switzerland, like whistleblower
80,000 images and videos.
There's got to be something fucked up on there. I mean, come on. That stuff doesn't just get deleted.
Wait, the whistleblower who handled the abandoned laptop.
So he was the one that seized it and brought it to them, I assume.
Oh, he fled. He claims he has it, but he fled.
But the knowledge that's going around now is saying that there's child stuff on the laptop. There's
Department
Russian
of Defense
stuff.
Encryption keys, supposedly.
Yeah,
I heard something about that. I can't verify that, obviously, but that is just straight treason. Like, that is a huge deal.
I will forever regret the day that I voted for Joe Biden because I don't think Trump would have been that much better, but he is a real piece of shit, and it's definitely starting to come out more now, but people knew even before, while the election was happening. He was kind of already old as shit at that point, and there were all the videos of him sniffing hair and, going up behind little girls and stuff.
I also saw another thing
Doesn't
that
sit right with me.
Ashley Biden's diary from when she was little, got verified, and
Yeah.
it contains details of, her dad touching her out of the shower and all kinds of weird shit like that. And, it could be propaganda. I have no idea if it's real or true, but a lot of people are talking about it right now.
It's
Damn.
interesting.
Imagine you bust a nut, and then one day that nut busts you. You know what
I was
I'm saying?
wondering where you were
Some
going
people's
with
kids,
that.
man.
I was like, wait a second. Oh, well.
But, yeah, it's Hunter Biden's the big one now. I think the Trump family was probably a little dirty, too. I don't know about the kids, because they're still kind of youngish, but, you can't be that far up in the world without knowing some shit, you know what I mean?
I would agree.
I don't like politics, personally,
Can I have some iced tea? It's great sweet tea here. This sweet tea is phenomenal.
Keep yourself hydrated. That's our first PSA from Uncle Tony's podcast.
Drink water. That shit's good for you.
Water, too.
Lots of water.
Iced tea's not really good for you, but water is great for you.
That's in terms of physical health. In terms of mental and spiritual health, our advice.
I don't really think this is big data, but hold on a second.
Wait,
Check this out.
you gotta go to the other screen.
Alright. Is the water in Flint fixed?
No.
Oh.
Ooh, we haven't.
It's been
no
a
one's
long
checked
time
on
that
this
one's
one in a
been
while,
going.
have
Yeah.
they?
Honestly, I've heard nothing about it in a long time.
As of June. This
June
is a .org.
2021.
This is credible. Look at this. Golly. Only 10,000 pipes.
Crisis has
So
yet
not
to conclude.
everything. Yeah, not everything.
So they've done something, but
This was in
little.
October 27 of 2021.
But it's been going on since 2014. Holy shit. That is... yeah, I remember that coming
This
out
one says
when I
it
was
lasts
a
until
youngin'.
20
And that's just one of the problems in
Wikipedia.
Michigan.
Wikipedia is
Yeah.
not that. I mean, look at this one. This one says
The
it's not
smallest
fixed. This
problem
one
in
says it
Michigan.
is.
I wouldn't say the smallest.
See,
but
people still won't drink it. Oh, NPR.org. Look at that. So it looks like they've made some progress.
So what was their water contaminated with? Lead?
Yes.
Whatever it was... Remember the pictures that came out where it was just completely pink, straight out of the
Oh, boy.
tap? Oh, not... Yeah, we're...
I didn't want to hack anything. Oh, that's not how you spell. Oh. I don't know what I'm doing.
See, this is why you're not the tech guy.
I pressed something.
Yeah.
I want to know what happened to the water in Flint.
It was probably...
I think they
It's
had
full of radon. Ooh, let's see.
That's what happened. I remember now. So they switched the water from from one area to another from the rivers.
So the river water
Yeah, it was
the
lead
shit.
poisoning.
Oh, boy!
So it is lead.
It
and
is,
probably a ton of other stuff.
You know what?
but-
Partway through the crisis,
That looks like
That looks
sweet
like
tea
piss.
right there.
they
yeah.
kept the water from
Woo.
the GM plant. The water from the GM plant still came from the clean water supply. All
Oh,
the
so they were
residents went through
distributing it
this. There
to
was
some
an
people.
absolutely amazing documentary on this crisis on Netflix. I remember watching it.
Well, the thing is, too, is Flint was a historically poorer area, so that was part of the reason why it didn't get fixed for so long, was because there wasn't the infrastructure and people they didn't even want to fix it.
Look at that. I'm a tech guy.
You pressed one button, buddy. Congratulations.
1 and 2. Don't forget. Just like iCarly. You got that little remote. Wait, can I see the mouse?
Yeah, we're going to have that
No.
all set up soon. We're planning on adding a bunch of features to the show. We're going to make it completely interactive. At some point, we're going to do a choose your own adventure. So, if you want to hear about psychedelics, skip to 10 minutes. And if you want to hear about big data, skip to 15 minutes.
And for anyone curious about
So
the
tell me.
software, we're using OBS Studio right now.
Thank you.
OBS Studio, you guys. Free shit. I love free shit on the internet. because that's what makes this run.
What do you know about big data, Randini?
About big data?
Tell us some good stuff. This is
The
our big data
collection
guy.
of people's...
Expert.
It's
Expert in the field.
That's
expert
kind of
in
a broad
cybersecurity.
question. Like, you need to relate it to something else, like big data and healthcare.
Yeah, let's go with
is
healthcare.
a serious problem right now in big pharma.
Mhm.
So, not a lot of people are super aware of it, but HIPAA laws, the data privacy laws regarding health information through hospitals and all that kind of stuff, is basically non-existent. They have guided outlines written into the HIPAA law. I read it myself. The details, the process of anonymizing data for them to completely bypass HIPAA in general, and they are still allowed to collect and sell your data as long as they get rid of your name, your phone number, your email address, your street address. But the problem is they're allowed to keep your height, your weight, and other identifying like attributes about you as a person. And they're running massive amounts of this data, like all the hospitals everywhere in the healthcare network, big pharma companies, everyone is buying and selling this data for... It's $1 billion industry, and what they're doing is taking all this data and they're relinking it to the person that it belongs to with AI.
Unanonymizing it.
And in marketing, think about this. I mean, when you, as a marketer, you're not going to want to the whole listen to your conversation thing through devices. I don't really believe all that because you would have to listen to a lot of...
It is a lot of data.
A lot of info. You'd have to listen to a lot of audio to find interesting things. So
Guess
by
what
taking
AI
that,
can do.
yeah, it can. But by taking that data and knowing where an individual goes based on using the location data, you can start to build a profile on them. So if you notice they go to
everything,
organic
what they
smoothie
look at
shops and
online,
Panera and really healthy places, Chipotle, after they're at the gym, so on and so forth, then you can get that data through big data healthcare, right? You can take that height, that weight, based on their physical. You can get someone's actual physical from when you go to the doctors twice a year, and you could take that data and actually match it with this person.
Yep. And then
Unbelievable.
you
You wanna
have
know
an
what's really
entire
scary
profile
about
of
that?
them and what they
They've
like.
been doing that to every single person in especially the United States for over a decade now. They have like these profiles built on everybody based off of their credit card history and all kinds of
that's
stuff.
exactly what I
And
was
you
gonna say.
almost have like an artificial credit score related to your health in terms of like how often or how likely you are to return to the hospital within like 30 days of leaving. And they can, like insurance adjusters for health care, are able to adjust the plans on an individual basis. And they can charge people more or less for their health care based off of these illegally obtained information or profiles.
Yeah, and now, I mean, pretty much as soon as we got the technology to have a digital record of everything, people started keeping records.
Oh, you guys gotta hear this.
Facebook is a big one. Target they had like customer profiles where they have everything that
Did you
you
hear
purchase.
about the girl that there was this girl
I
who
think
got
I
a
told you
Target
about that.
advertisement? Yeah, I've known about this.
Yeah.
So this girl got targeted advertisements on her phone, like it was basically like baby diapers and toys and stuff like that. And the Target AI that was doing the targeted advertisements was actually able to determine that she was pregnant way before she knew or her parents knew. And
this was a young girl. She was
it
like
actually
16,
ended up going to court.
17 maybe.
But can't you say that the AI just thought she was pregnant? I mean,
It was
Yeah,
able to make
nobody
an
intended.
educated
Nobody
guess.
intended to do that.
probably based on. But did she buy the pregnancy test at Target?
Yes, that or something like that. Based on her pattern, it matched with other patterns of pregnant ladies who buy certain things.
How is that? Okay, but I don't know. As a marketer, I don't see how that could be a problem.
So you're on the side of the big data. You're one of those soulless
An invasion
marketers.
of privacy. How's
it
could
an
the
invasion?
Target robot know she was pregnant before she did? Don't you think that's scary?
It's if she's pregnant. If she's
No, she
pregnant,
was.
But
Okay, what if someone at Target came up to you and they seen you buying
No.
some shit and they're like, "Hey, are you pregnant?" How
No,
about
they're
you
like,
buy
hey,
this?"
I noticed you're pregnant. Would you
Yeah.
like to buy some diapers? And you don't know you're pregnant yet.
Yeah,
It didn't
exactly.
Isn't that
say-
scary?
But the AI didn't tell that person that they knew they were pregnant. It educated.
Obviously,
it took an
but the
educated guess.
implication.
There's a high likelihood you're pregnant, and they can make more money off you if you're pregnant. So
That's an invasion of privacy.
They just look, them looking at you as a number and a profit margin.
Based off of data they
could've
gathered
been
and built
based
a
on
profile
searches she had
about you
recently.
with.
if she Googled pregnancy test, there's your answer right there.
She was 16. She didn't know she was pregnant.
But
She wasn't Googling
She
that
didn't
kind
get
of
a pregnancy
stuff.
test?
No, so, yeah, nobody had any idea.
She didn't know she was pregnant.
It was
The
just
target
based
AI
on
knew
her
before she
actions and
did.
her purchase history and things like that.
And her Google searches and stuff like that. Like, they
I
are
wish
gathering huge amounts of data on everybody using
You don't
the
think that's
websites.
concerning?
Okay, that could be concerning. I just...
Because what if like, what if you got ads for like, hey, you smoke weed, right? How about this, that, and the other on Google, and all of a sudden, you're getting your whole everything on your search engine is shaped by your lifestyle. It's kind of weird, right?
I find it more interesting
because
I think that as someone who's pushing a product, you kind of want that. If I want to spend my money on advertising, okay, on a platform you're choosing to use, and I'm choosing to keep that platform afloat by buying their advertising, okay, and you fit the description based on your profile that you set on this social media platform.
You want your product to reach as many people as possible.
Yeah, why would I waste my ad money? I'm an advertiser. These companies pay for these ads. You
Yeah.
think they should waste their money and take that big of a gamble? Why not?
No, they should do it the regular way, the way
is.
that everybody always has advertised. Where you just put up the product
Well, then you wouldn't have social
with
media.
no bias,
It's
no
all run by
manipulation. Imagine every ad just had the product
That's
on a
fine
white
if-
background
but that's
with
fine
black
if you
text.
want to pay for those social media platforms to stay running. Someone has to pay for it.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Nobody agrees to say, "Hey, you can use my data
Yeah, you
as
do.
long as you let me use
You do,
your."
though.
Yeah,
What
but
about the HIPAA
most
stuff
people don't know that.
with Big
is the
Pharma?
thing.
Okay, HIPAA, I see that as a problem, but taking raw data from someone's profile on a social media platform that they input and taking the photos they're uploading through that server or whatever it is, that's all their data. Just because you're putting your life out there.
But what happens
that's
when
your-
they extend the reach out to your search history and the pictures on your phone that you didn't upload because they scanned them and stuff like that? That they
That's
are doing this. That this is real. Like,
That's a problem.
this isn't a
In
hypothetical.
my eyes, it doesn't even extend that far because at that point, you're saying that having the data isn't a problem, but that
It's the gathering of
data is your person. That's who you are. Like your height and your weight and all that stuff. That's you. So it's not just a data point. It's not just a number on a screen. They're actually, taking your life and cutting it up into numbers and then selling this number here and this number here so you can get more, so you can be further into the system.
And then you get
I don't
charged
like
more
that.
for healthcare because you buy more Snickers bars at Walmart than the guy next to you. That's literally how it works.
I understand and I agree, but even... This is shitty to say, but even healthcare companies are a business.
Yeah.
How they gather their data is...
But you don't necessarily have the option to opt into that anymore, which I don't like.
Yeah, you cannot. You can't. You guys are right. There's not even really an option to opt out. Everything is run through social media. Look at, emergency agencies, police, local police departments. They're notifying public through social media platforms. But if you don't agree with these privacy statements where they can take your data,
then you don't get to use it. You don't
Then
get
you
to
don't
have
get
an
to-
iPhone or Facebook
What do you guys
or
think
Instagram.
about the censorship going on all these social media platforms lately to push agendas and bias towards one way or another?
That's taking away from the whole point of it being a social media platform for you to express yourself. How I can't express myself if you're going to limit it.
Well, we were born in the age where social media was new, so we saw Instagram and Snapchat and Facebook. Now, Facebook
Yeah.
always had ads, but Instagram never used to have ads. It used to just be a
MySpace
place to
did,
share
Facebook
pictures, which was crazy.
Until it got bought out by Facebook.
Yep.
Right, and then once it got really big, people wanted to get money out of it, and that's where the problem comes in, because it's hard to regulate things like the internet and
People
apps.
didn't want to get money out of it. Instagram themselves wanted to get money out of it
Right,
because
yeah,
that's their
they need
product.
to keep their business
They
going.
need to keep their business going, so they look at where can we get funding from. You can't just go to a bank and get a loan for,
for making an app.
Yeah, you can, but you can't get it for a large amounts of money. So what these companies are forced to do is either sell stock, okay? But think about it. If you go and sell stock, you start your company, you become a public corporation, right?
Then you're incentivized to
But
keep
wait,
your numbers
when you start
high.
that corporation, you immediately have an issued amount of stocks. If you issued 100 stocks, you as the owner of the company to maintain control and power of it would have to have 51 stocks out of the 100.
Right, yeah.
Okay? So then you take the remaining 49 shares of this company and you sell them publicly. Okay. Well, those people also have control of this company, but not a majority control. Now,
I just learned about this.
if you're stuck, now you're stuck. You want to expand. Think about it. You want to expand. You see the opportunity to bring in more revenue, which is the whole point of a business, which is all these apps are businesses themselves. So the whole point is to drive in more revenue. They're not happy when they flatline their profits. They want that number to continue to rise or decrease and then continue to rise.
Is there a
higher
middle
for the
ground between
investment.
can we do advertising morally? You know, in the way where we don't invade people's privacy and try to suck every last penny out of their free
So if
clicks.
you will say let's add more stock, what happens is, if you let's say you want to add 1,000 stocks.
So you got to split it. You can't add
If you want to continue to be the majority shareholder of that company in charge, you have 51 stocks. Now you have to buy 51% of 1,000 stocks again to maintain in power. You have to be very careful with this. So that's why a lot of companies don't add stocks, but they have a number of stocks when they open. They have a large quantity of stocks already at hand, so that
Just
they
in
can.
case.
That's their backup plan.
Yeah.
Or you can split stocks if all the shareholders
Social
can
media,
agree.
they've seen the data they can use. Now, coming from someone that has owned a business, you look at this data. I used to look at the data of the people I wanted to market.
Really?
Gender, yeah, I used to look at gender. I used to look at age. I used to look at the area where they lived. Because based on those factors, I can determine, for example,
What
with the
you're
landscape
reaching.
company, does this person actually seem like someone? Again, these are all estimated guesses. So in business, you're still taking a big gamble with this analytic form of advertising, but it's a more scientific approach where you're looking at graphs and raw data of actual inputs. But there is ways we can, I think, gather that data in a more privatized way, right? I don't think that the way we're doing it now is right. I think you're right. We are taking too much data personally. We still have to get more information, but more of the right information. There's certain information that we're giving up that may seem like it's gold, but it's just too much. It's too personal because then it gives that person's identity away. Even in terms of healthcare, even by blacking out name, birth year, birth date, so on and so forth, there's still enough data in there to figure out who that person is. And what if they don't black the document out correctly? What if they use a Sharpie?
Yeah, you
then
can
when
fuck
it's
it up
scanned
at
and
any...
uploaded, if you zoom in enough, you can see the letters behind that name and you could piece it together. Or prior information, like I said. So there's more information that needs to be censored, I think, in the data we're pulling. But I don't disagree with the way we're analytically
We need to have
advertising.
protection from big companies. That's what I think. I think that just because we're born in a time where we all have phones and there's cameras everywhere, we shouldn't have less privacy than people that were born before that, you know?
Yeah.
Well, like, aren't we the same people?
It's
you
all
know?
being done without consent is the problem.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, sure, we all sign the terms and agreements every time we install a program or an app on our phone or sign up for a website.
But they don't make it obvious.
And they don't clearly state it. They're hundreds of pages long. They're almost impossible to read, and no one actually reads them. And they can hide whatever they want in there. And that's a problem in itself.
Tony got him.
Listen, you guys are going to be seeing a whole new side of the hijinks here now that we're in 1080p video. Thanks, buddy.
Iced tea time.
But we also got into censorship. I want to talk a little bit more about that because I think that and fake news go really hand in hand because not only can they choose what you can't see, but they almost choose what you can see, you know?
But it's really hard to narrow that down when it comes to news. Think about it.
And how
you can't restrict the way they word something. So it's marketing. News agencies, they market. Everything really kind of is marketing. It's funny. But news agencies, when you're on social media,
they make their headlines
through Facebook, you'll see the part that you want to click on is that tagline. That's what's going to reel you in. That is maybe 50 characters max that you have to bring someone's attention.
And the picture. They have a little picture.
And a lot of times the picture has nothing to do with what the actual story is. Neither
It's
does
the
tagline.
most attention-grabbing thing.
It's the most attention-grabbing thing they can do.
Gotcha.
It's hard to censor that kind of. It really is, I think. But it needs to be figured out. Everything's more involved now.
But it's not that you're censoring the receiving the information. It's censoring what gets put out. You know? So you'll see 1,000 articles about mask mandates or whatever, whatever the case is, before you see the one Hunter Biden laptop article. You know what I mean? So they choose. It's not like there's somebody, some big guy at a big desk choosing what gets censored and what doesn't. But on some level, the people who pay for the advertising are like, we don't want certain news to get out on your platform.
That's because that's how these media agencies are run by advertisers.
Yeah,
everything's run by advertisers.
Really quick.
Now companies can own big shares of stocks and have their own
news agencies.
say in it. Yeah,
think about it. A public corporation buys 51%, or maybe even close to, not even 51. What if they just buy 20% of the overall shares of the company?
Then you are actually you can go to meetings, you can make decisions, you can vote on things within the company, and you vote for every stock that you have. Yeah. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So it's not that hard if you're a big person with a lot of money, it's not that hard to set things up in your favor.
The owner of a corporation, you can continue to buy that majority shareholders because you're rich, right? You're already making a lot of money, so when it comes time to distribute more stocks, you can keep your majority a lot of times, but you got to be careful. Sometimes we'll do 50.1% or 50.0000001%.
They make it hard for you to get into the shareholder position.
Well, not even that, but they do it because it's less money. Because think about it, some stocks are expensive for one stock.
Yeah.
So if you want to spend the bare minimum but gain majority control or keep majority control, it's expensive when you redistribute stocks like that, right? When you open up more stock base. So, but sometimes people have fucked themselves over that way. They'll buy 50.00001%, so they have that majority, but they distribute more stocks.
Somebody buys the 50.999,
and they mess the calculation up. A simple calculation could be messed up, and you can lose total control of the largest corporation you could think of.
I would love that. I would love if we all just got together and bought 51% of Facebook and just switched everything up.
It's possible.
You don't even need 51%. Did you guys see what Elon Musk just did with Twitter?
Yep.
He bought 9.2% of their overall stock.
Which is a lot.
To be
That's
the largest.
A lot of money.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was in the billions.
I seen him tweet. He said, "He said you guys want an edit button?" He just tweeted that.
But after that, he became one of the largest shareholders, and then he applied to become a part of the board of directors, and now he's one of the sitting members of the board.
That was a smart move.
Now he can make big decisions regarding the future of Twitter.
And his tweets won't get censored.
I think he's fighting for free speech on the platform and trying to fight censorship right now.
As it should be.
I think of Elon Musk sort of like an anti-hero of the modern age. He's he's a little bit out there, but he has good ideas.
Well, I don't want to be incorrect, but I did. Hold on, let's see if I'm right. What number do I hit? 2. Does Elon? I want to see if there's something actually medically.
Are you asking if he has some type of Asperger's?
I think he does.
He does. Yes.
Yes, he does. Okay.
Elon Musk's Asperger's syndrome. This is from MedPage Today. I wonder if this is credible.
That doesn't really prevent him, obviously. And as we see, it doesn't prevent him from anything. If anything, it's empowering this man. This man is incredibly educated. The
first person with Asperger's to host SNL. There you go.
Yeah, I mean, it says it here. I mean, he's awesome. This guy is awesome. Oh, my God. See, that's an ad. They're pulling ads. Oh, fucked up the sound levels. Not the tech guy you guys think I am. See, I can't even line my finger up with the camera. Jesus. I need some more iced tea.
What do you guys think about the Obama administration secretly legalizing censorship propaganda during his administration?
Whoa, wait. Let's pull this up. Tell us more about that.
Just look up more about it. I don't want to get the information wrong. I'm not very knowledgeable on the subject.
You just heard this.
Do you have any idea?
Let's look it up.
I fucked up the spelling on that. That'll be alright.
But I'm pretty sure the administration legalized propaganda in the news. Or false news, fake news, whatever you want to call it.
Obama did not sign a law.
Oh, that's a .com.
Oh.
These are all .com.
I've seen a lot of he did not and
look at
the
the .org.
Okay.
Restructuring U.S. international.
We'll read both of them. So we'll do. This one looks a little bit fake. Let's do this one. Okay, so restructuring the international media. I have no idea what this means. A presidentially appointed advisory board that will not have decision-making powers. It could damage journalistic integrity of media outlets. So what they were doing is allowing people to put out whatever the fuck they want. I want to see more about what the actual, yeah. Let's just say for media. Fuck me.
What did you do? Did you go full screen?
I did.
F11.
F11, cuz.
Oh, it's the same article.
It's keywords. They're marketing you to advertising.
I definitely trust factcheck.org.
Yeah, let's just see this one. Obama didn't authorize lying by the media. I like the way they use quotes. Look at this shit.
Used a lot of quotes. I don't know if I like that.
Yeah, that's a way to throw you off.
Yeah, a lot of quotes. Well, this is just what this person said.
The media to get away with lying.
I've never heard it worded like that.
Full story. Oh. There we go.
It's not like he just went up there and he's like, now the media is going to be able to say whatever the fuck they want. Like, I don't know. A lot of people do have some kind of misplaced Trump for Obama because, oh Jesus, not Trump, trust for Obama because he was like a very different president and he did change a lot of things and make some good, headway on a lot of stuff. But there was also, the stuff that was going on in foreign countries with drone strikes.
I just read this while you guys were bullshitting. So, H.R. 4310, it's also known as the National Defense Authorization Act for fiscal year 2013, which was signed in January 2013. Nothing in it applies to what private media organizations in the U.S. are allowed or not allowed to report or publish. That independence is inherited in the First Amendment of the U.S. Constitution. Now, one section of the bill lifted a decades-old ban on content produced by media organizations funded, which means they're funded, their money comes from the government's Broadcasting Board of Governors, which is now called the United States Agency for Global Media, from being distributed domestically. There we go, that's the word.
So there was a ban on government produced media outlets, is that right? Or government sanctioned news? That's
From being
interesting.
distributed
So that's even weird.
So I guess what the law did was allow them to start
To
making
fund
that
the
again.
media?
Yeah, so that's
push
what
their
they would call
agenda.
propaganda. Yeah. So government sponsored news, which I do not like the sound of.
Sounds like
to be
propaganda
honest.
with
Yeah.
a lot of
No.
extra steps.
Yeah, because
It's a ban on he lifted the ban on content produced by media organizations funded by the government's Broadcasting Board of Governors.
so media organizations funded by the government.
Which basically
from
opened
it being
an opportunity for them to fund whoever they wanted
they can
to push
distribute it domestically
an
now,
agenda.
is what it means.
Yeah, in the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
So GOP news could tell you that Obama is the devil, and Democrat news could tell you that Trump is the devil. Unless I'm wrong on that.
Unless we're reading this wrong.
Yeah.
I think it's intentionally hard to read.
Okay, let's see.
Very
See this
easily misinterpreted.
Obama did not sign a law allowing propaganda in the U.S. Obama signed legislation that changed the Information and Educational Exchange Act. The amendment made it possible for some materials created by the U.S. Agency for Global Media, the nation's foreign broadcasting agency, to be disseminated in the U.S.
Trying to do my part here.
It was weird that they could send out news to everywhere else, but not the U.S. That is a little strange.
That is really
don't
strange.
you think?
They wanted to control what other countries see in the U.S. as. How about that?
Oh, see, this whole thing got started over a fucking Facebook post.
I'm not surprised.
It
But, like,
always
to
does.
some degree, that law or those laws that he signed open an outlet for propaganda to be possible. It doesn't directly state that, but, like...
Yeah, you can interpret it however you want, really.
Yeah,
but
as written.
Haha, I didn't know the camera was back on.
It's very
Don't worry, I don't
vague.
wear these fucking things.
the camera was on the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It doesn't turn off.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's-
look, when we go into the other mode, we still
I
have a little
forgot.
window.
That's right, the little window. Oh, you guys have been fucking wild, Jesus. I can only imagine what this is gonna look like.
Yeah, please don't arrest us. Again, like we were saying, all of age, every drug or, similar product is a prop. This is all part of the personality that we're trying to push.
All individuals in this video are 21 years of age or presumed to be so. We do not endorse underage drinking or substance abuse of any kind. If you do need help with any of these issues, please seek help immediately through any of the many hotlines and agencies out there.
Call the number at the bottom of your screen now.
Can we put the number
Yeah, we'll
up
do
there?
it in post-production. I'll just put my phone number up there. If you have any kind of addiction issues, we can talk it out. Maybe you smoke a J or something. We'll get you sorted. But also, for reference, this is... Introduce yourself.
I'm Scum. The IT guy.
I'm fucking Tony. This is my
That's
closet.
Uncle Tony.
He made the closet.
That's
Yeah.
right. I designed all
This
this.
guy made the closet.
This is my pipe dream, my
He
brainchild.
did the typing.
We got in the closet
And now it
with
exists in real life.
He's like, check out this closet. And so I'll have this
I wanted to bring my friends into the closet with me, and
Now
here
we're all
we
stuck
are.
here.
God damn it! And this is what we do to pass the time. My name's Uncle Herbie. If you think that we're cute or sexy or anything, you can leave a comment. Send us an email. Anything like that.
Just him.
Yeah. You could text me on my personal phone number. Like I said, I'll put it at the bottom of the screen.
Post-production, though.
Yeah.
You're not going to see it right now, but when we post it...
No,
you'll
we
see
can't see it right now. They'll see it.
Yeah. Kind of learning these terms.
We're not the most technically inclined on the planet. That's what we got this guy for.
I got everything set up.
Yeah, he was the one that plugged everything in and pushed all the buttons.
Boop, boop, pop, pop, bing!
And now we're here in front of the screen just fucking jabbering away.
Jabber Joe. Another thing I wanted to talk about today, which I think is incredibly interesting,
Pass me that bag.
is this guy wants some iced tea.
Thank you, sir.
I want to talk about...
It's nice and cold.
I kind of forgot what I wanted to talk about, actually, but we were talking about big data, and the other thing was we were getting into censorship, government, stuff like that, media. We should, save that sound or something if we can. Leg slap.
Let me
You
see
said
the
I
bag.
almost spit this shit all over you, my man.
He
I
almost got on
love
you guys
tea.
at home.
We just can't stop sucking the tea bag. Sorry, we'll edit that out.
What are we editing out? No. Oh,
What
no,
I
no,
just
no.
said.
No. It's iced tea, cuz. You guys like the mustache? I don't know. Let me know what you think of the mustache.
It's a little. You really do look like a used car salesman in this.
I can sell you anything. I'll sell you your own house, even if you own it.
Sell me this pencil.
We're the guys that you see in the alleyway with the coat full of knives.
This pencil is the luxury of all pencils. It comes standard equipped with 0.7 millimeter lead, which is the standard lead used across the board. It has an interchangeable tip on it. You can change out colors, which also allows for the opportunity to add and install grips.
That's
for
not
better
how you
comfort.
do the sell me this pen thing.
Also, we have a copper-tipped casing here, which keeps the actual dispensing mechanism on the pencil intact, and it is proven reliable through multiple lab tests. Also comes standard equipped, brand new eraser.
Shut the fuck up.
You want to buy them
Please.
today? We have bulk deals on them.
They say Uncle Tony's closet across the side.
Oh, that would be sick. We need to do that. We're planning on making merch, actually.
T-shirts,
and
hoodies, hats.
yeah, it's going to be up to you fuckers to buy it. So please give us money.
I had a teacher once buy us regular wooden pencils, but they had our names engraved in them. It was pretty cool. I sold mine.
Why would anybody buy a pencil with your name on
They
it?
just needed a pencil.
Oh.
So.
This guy's always been a businessman,
I wanted
huh?
to buy chips. Fuck yeah, I wanted to buy chips. I was stoned. I wanted to buy chips at lunch.
What was this, like 3rd grade?
Probably 5th.
Yeah. You might actually be serious with that. But, if any of you guys are skilled at graphic design, please hit us up. You know the email, uncletonypcst@gmail.com.
If you want to come on the show, hit us up there too. We're always looking to have new perspectives on the podcast.
No, we're not. No. If you're getting featured on the show, we'll hit you up.
Oh.
But this is like an exclusive kind of club here. Maybe we'll take calls every once in a while, like a radio show.
Yeah,
That
we
would
can
be
put them up.
pretty
We
sick.
can put them up here on
Throw them on Discord.
Yeah, exactly. We'll just fucking run this thing like an Omegle.
So what else do we want to talk about today, fellas?
Boy.
We got some time left here on the board.
Okay, so how about petroleum stocks are rising rapidly in the fucking United States?
You know, the
how I know?
price of
Because I
gas-
bought some.
You know, this is a good topic. The price of gas isn't the price of gas because of any political decision making.
No. We stopped buying Russian oil recently.
Well, okay, that's part of it,
Let me
but
pull this up.
you can pull it up. But what I'm telling you is that the CEOs of these companies are increasing the prices on these products, on these big name companies and gas stations we have. They increase the price on it because they want to drive up profits.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's artificially inflated at our demise.
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh, so they just time it with all the big world
Yeah.
events, and they're like, "Oh boy, Russia's going crazy.
Because
Gas prices got to
Because
go
people
up."
on social media were blaming it on anything and everything. You see
Yeah.
those multiple
It was
reasons.
Ukraine's fault. It was Biden's fault. It was Trump's fault.
Someone told
it was the CEO's fault.
Someone in my family's buying a house. You know what they told them? They can't start construction on the house due to supply chain shortages caused by the war. Caused by the war.
The war, yeah.
The war in Ukraine. They
This is
blame
in
the war in
19
Ukraine.
goddamn 40, dude. What are we importing from Ukraine?
And we're just giving billions
Besides-
of dollars to Ukraine, but we look at Flint, Michigan.
This
we don't
is
even
from
have
the WhiteHouse.gov. This is on
The
Sleepy
only
Joe's
way
website.
that the United States government can run themselves is by getting into stupid amounts of debt, and
This
that's
isn't
been proven
much.
throughout history.
Let's read it.
Look at this website; it looks nice.
This is Sleepy Joe's website.
Yeah, he made this person. Today, President Biden will sign an executive order to ban the import of Russian oil, liquefied natural gas, and coal.
Do you have a problem with
So
that?
everything. No, it's just big news.
Oh.
So that means that we won't be subject to their prices anymore.
Fuck them. Did you
It
guys
is-
see? Did
we-
you see what they were doing in Russia? The civilians there.
Oh yeah, where
I
they
did.
they
The
were
blood,
leaving.
the blood on the steps. They were painting like blood massacre
Wait,
scenes on. Yeah, look.
What?
Yeah, look.
I thought they were just murdering people. They did murder a lot of people. Russia was like, yeah, we'll leave Ukraine, and then they just shot
Oh,
people
God.
dead in the
Blood.
streets. God damn
I
it!
always hit this button. Blood. Blood.
You're
God.
not typing.
Oh God. Oh God.
You're
Oh God.
Scum, get in here.
Oh wait, can someone
We
type
need
for me?
to call IT in here.
So get IT. Russia blood.
I'm on it.
Ukraine.
Images.
I don't think things.
Blood
are looking
supplies.
No.
For, yeah, that was a long time ago.
They're not on.
I don't think these are going to be the images we're looking for.
Yeah. Okay. No, let's not do this.
Russia blood. Can we? How do we go back to our faces for now while I'm finding
Here.
this? One. No. I don't want to see the. Yeah.
You gotta get out of the search
Okay.
box.
Russia blood.
Wait, so they like some Roadrunner shit where they're just like painting like paint, or they were using actual blood?
I don't know.
I think we gotta fact check before we bring things like this. Oh Jesus!
No, they were like they were painting like massacres on the steps
I don't even
of,
wanna
of,
show
of
this.
Russian government buildings.
What do you mean painting it?
Russian government blood. I don't think you should Google that.
Like stuff like this.
What?
Like
Click on that one.
Well, I don't think this is a good one. See, like they're doing stuff like this, but like they're they're like painting on like their what would be the equivalent of our capital.
That just looks like
Oh,
more
so
propaganda.
Yeah, like stuff like this.
Oh,
I've
I
been seeing
see.
a lot of pictures like that online.
Oh, so
Oh,
in
yeah.
Russia, I thought you meant they were doing. Russia was doing this in
no,
Ukraine.
the civilians were doing this in
In
At
Russia
embassy-
to
no,
protest.
they don't
I don't
agree.
think I think it was at embassies in Ireland and other places, like
Okay.
Russian embassies in
Yeah,
other
this
countries.
was the Russian embassy.
Oh,
in
and
I don't think
Dublin.
it was on the homeland.
I mean,
I thought their own civilians were straight. Look at that one.
oh, that is not. That's just a graphic.
Oh
That's
yeah,
just
no,
something.
that's not it.
But yeah, people do that sometimes where they like throw the paint. You know, that's one that people see.
I seen one with a bunch
I've
of
seen a
steps.
bunch
It
of
looked like
blue
there
and
was just
yellow
like
paint.
a bunch of blood, just like they were covered.
There was a bunch of girls in France that painted the Ukraine flag right on their breastises and just went outside like that.
Prestices.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, that's
Way to go. Keep that up. We need that in the US.
Don't hate it, but like, did it help? Did
No.
it change anything?
They weren't in Russia or being, Russia doesn't give an absolute fuck at all. They're just like, nice duty. And then they just keep committing war crimes. So, I don't know. I love peaceful protest. It can be very effective. That might not be the way to go about it.
Absolute schizo post, like just throwing some random conspiracy out there. What if we're on the wrong side of history? Like, what if we're actually the bad guys and we don't even know it?
Oh, the U.S. That is interesting.
What if
Like,
they're
I've been
just
thinking
controlling
about that a
our
lot
media?
because this entire episode we were just talking about how bad the U.S. government is, and now like all of a sudden in this situation, like, are we really the good guys? Like,
Hold on.
I don't think so.
The other day we talked to a fan of the podcast in Singapore. He was from India, and he was telling us about in India there was this big crisis because they were fighting a war in Bangladesh. Bangladesh wanted independence, and the U.S. government wasn't able to step in, so they didn't supply any aid at all. And so naturally they turned to Russia in this situation.
I think they turned to a few NATO countries first, and like basically
Nobody
all of
accepted
NATO
them
shut it
except
down.
for Russia. Yeah, and Russia was the one that gave them AKs, and they gave them weapons and, all the stuff they needed to fight this war. And now the people who live in India see themselves as indebted to the Russians because they're on their side. They were there for them. And there's been a lot of conflicts like that, especially in Middle Eastern countries where the U.S. is on one side and then Russia is on the other. So we'll be supplying one side and they'll be supplying the other. And I said that basically it's like the Cold War never ended.
Because we're just funding both sides of the
War
war.
is a business too. A lot of war is
all those
is
guns
continued
and tanks and planes.
ammo and supplies for the soldiers.
Even
their
people's
clothes,
lives.
where they're living, the structures they're living in, the fuel that they need on their bases. War is expensive. It's incredibly expensive business.
And why are they doing it? Resources and money.
So the U.S. has a dollar value attached to every U.S. soldier. So let me look this up. It's
Huh?
something about
Really?
it's about $30,000.
Is that for like if we're buying back prisoners of war? Like, what's this in relation to?
This is just
Like, why?
That's the salary.
this is just based on everything, like all the gear and stuff that goes into it, all the training.
Just like how much it costs to produce one
Yeah, like
soldier.
to onboard.
So they have a value because it costs money to make them that?
Exactly.
Yeah, just like employees, it costs money to onboard an
I guess
employee.
like to
At
an
any
employer,
company.
you're an asset to a company.
You're an asset.
Yeah, I guess
It costs
it's not
money.
much different.
No,
Yeah.
it's not at all.
Yeah, okay. It seems scummy at first, but like that makes
Fuck.
sense.
Let's see here. Okay,
'Cause they
so
are assets.
this is about current. So $17,000 for one soldier, for all of their equipment, all of their training, everything that goes into it, the Kevlar and stuff. So really, it's just about the United States. We build ourselves up as this great country because we've always been able to step in and fight wars for people. We got really lucky in our war with Britain, and then ever since that, we had this picture of the U.S. with the big military and the big
guns, the bombs,
that's how we sort
fire,
problems.
like our fireworks on the 4th of July. We'll rain hell down on you.
Absolutely,
We'll light
and
up your world like the 4th
Our
of July.
country isn't what it used to
people
be.
see America as like pigs, and they think we're
slobs.
Yeah, they think
sloppy slobs.
And they think we're all like fat people eating high fructose corn syrup
No,
and we care about
And
ourselves.
a lot of, especially like young and middle aged people, they're switching to what they're consuming. They're trying to be more healthy, you know.
yes, I think
I've seen a lot more people at the gym.
yeah,
That's
that's
been nice.
definitely a trend. Like now that phones are around,
It
it's
shouldn't
easier
even be
to
a
get
trend.
into
That should
fitness.
just be normal. Like everyone should just do that.
Everybody, yeah, we should never.
And eating healthy shouldn't be
Employers-
dieting. Eating healthy shouldn't be dieting. That's just the way it
Employers
should
should
be.
Here's
allow
my-
time for employees to exercise.
Oh, you get
Because think-
recess. We should get
because
recess during the middle
think
of the
about
day.
it. You're
a work
stuck
day.
at work all day. If you work, it's usually 8 hours
Especially
a day.
desk jobs.
Yeah. I
So
think
there
about
should
that
be-
as I'm sitting there. I'm like, wow, I'm gonna be a fat fuck. I'm sitting here eating a pound fucking cheeseburger, fries, and beer cheese.
You know how they want you to solve it? With a standing desk.
And some
They want you to
fucking
get.
meth from
They
the
want you to
doctor.
get varicose
I,
veins.
I stand at work a lot. I like standing when I'm working. You know,
I
I'll
actually
sit
it
there.
is
consider
nice,
buying
yeah. It's
one.
better than sitting on your ass all
Like
day.
especially when I first get in the morning, I'll sit there, drink my coffee, stand up while I'm doing emails and shit because it's just easy.
Yeah,
Keeps you awake too. You can't really fall asleep sitting down or like
yeah,
kind of like feel tired even. You know what I mean?
yeah. I know what you mean.
You'll think maybe you're tired, but like you can't like start to put your head down.
Yeah, well, you'd be like, nah, man, now I'm tired and my fucking legs hurt. God damn it. But yeah, I see what you mean. And I think we should never have separated exercise from our daily lives, you know?
No.
Especially with cars and places where it's more suburban. I living in the city, I would walk about 2 or 3 miles every day, you know, just getting to the subway station
Yeah.
and going out to the store and all this different stuff. You know, you end up walking a lot, so you kind of stay in shape, you know? And you can't just get in your car, drive, you know, you sit down and drive somewhere, you know.
A lot of people sit in their car, they eat, you know, they're
Yeah, you
they're
eat in your
eating-
car,
Think
you
about it,
fucking...
you stop at the American fucking dream. You stop at Burger King, you buy that big ass cheeseburger. It's
and
like
don't
this
burn
fucking
a
big.
single calorie the entire day.
Yeah, you're just sitting there. You got your extra large. Soda.
Maybe you go into Walmart and you get one of them fucking scooters and you're...
Because you got a boot on your
beep,
leg.
beep, beep.
You know, because you got a boot on your leg.
And yeah, and instead of... So I'm reading this book, Island, by Aldous Huxley. He was a philosopher, British philosopher, great author. He wrote a bunch of books. God damn it. And
Look at this. He messed the camera up. Fucking up the sound level.
one of the ideas he had was that the Western medicine system is designed for prevention, not prevention, for cure rather than prevention.
Okay.
A patient cured is a customer lost.
Yeah, so they would rather give you a surgery
That's a good
or
line.
or something, or give you insulin
We gotta put that
for your
on the line on the
diabetes than make sure you're living a healthy life. No doctor will prescribe you exercise, you know? No doctor will prescribe you going for a walk.
Psychiatrists are a little bit better about that because those are raw,
They understand,
important
yeah.
things for mental health. But like when you go to your actual doctor,
Physical
they
health
don't give a
is
shit.
mental health. You know, they're combined. It's
They
just
go
health.
hand in hand. They do. They
The
do
same
go
with
hand in hand.
spiritual health, like, you know, the way that you control your emotions and all that stuff. You have to maintain this balance within yourself.
Everything's about balance.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything.
Everything, yeah.
So, and yeah, moderation as well is a big one. You know, anything in too big of a quantity is bad. Broccoli will fucking kill you.
What?
If you eat too much, yeah. If you eat too much broccoli,
You can
you
die
will
from
die.
drinking too much water.
I know that. I think I read actually someone that
It'll
did
thin
that.
your blood out too much.
Yeah.
Tom Brady drinks like gallons of water every day.
You can actually drown your own organs, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll
'Cause
have
there's
too much water. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's kind of fucking crazy. I wonder how much you have to. Let's see.
I think it's like
We're taking it to the Google.
gallons and gallons and gallons.
How much
An
water? How much water in a day kills you?
Look at the LD50 of water, the lethal dosage guide.
3 to 4 liters of water in 4 hours. In
A few hours.
That's really not that much.
Yeah.
That's. Alright, we're fucking stupid Americans here. We don't know about any of this.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
about
a
a
gallon
gallon.
of water in a couple hours? What?
I think you have to do that every hour for like 24 hours for it to really be a problem, though. Like if you just drink a gallon of water and then don't drink it for 3 hours.
That's not for you to die. Yeah.
Look
okay.
at the LD50 of water. See if they have a
Water
rating.
intoxication is a thing. Let's try that next weekend. LD50. for water. Okay, 90 grams per kilogram in your body. So that's a fucking lot. That's a lot. So whatever your body weight is, it would have to be 90% of it.
And that's the median lethal dose. It's like a rough estimate.
Wow, look how low sugar is, though. That's 29 grams is like a third of what you find in a soda. Are those micrograms or grams?
But I think that's per kilogram.
Yeah, so for every...
For body weight, right?
Okay, here, let's check this out. I am 215 pounds.
You fat fuck. He's a fat fuck, everyone.
I'm a big fuck, you fuck.
97,
Okay.
97 times 26,
97.5 times like 26, 27.
Why are you dividing it?
No, it was 29.7.
Why are you dividing?
So...
You multiply.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you gotta multiply it.
Who knows? Oh, God, the math.
No, wait, no.
Go back to the
29.7 divided by... So the weight of sugar, the grams per kilogram, right? So that many grams...
Per kilogram, so you multiply.
Yeah.
Clear off. You
so
gotta clear
times
off.
97.
You're fucked up. Now you gotta clear off.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, shit. Okay, so...
You gotta eat like 3,000 grams, and you'll probably die of like heart failure way before you can even get to that point.
Almost 3 kilograms
Because
of sugar.
I don't think the LD50s take into account like other external factors such like that.
What the... Get the fuck out of here. You're lying to me. That's just not true. I've seen a fucking Coca-Cola before.
Huh.
Is that Coke Zero?
You lied to me.
It's probably Coke Zero.
Oh, there you go. See? What? Okay, this is incredible.
Oh, it says 1 gram of cola.
Oh, yeah, I had to change it again. Oh, shit. Okay, 1 large fast food cup.
That's 32
grams.
ounces.
Okay, you would have to
Okay,
drink a
I can
lot.
just tell
would
you,
have to
each
drink
can
a
of
lot.
Coke has 45 grams of sugar, I'm pretty sure.
So
It's either 45 or 46.
you need 50 cans of Coke to die from sugar intake. About
28, 80 or
You would need an IV of that to drink.
divided
that
by 45.
fuck.
64 cans of Coke. You'll die. You might die before that, though.
I'm gonna get a Guinness World
You might have a
Record.
stroke from the sodium intake.
Yeah, that's true.
Because it doesn't take that type
You
of
would
stuff
die
into
of something
account.
before
or
you
like
got
some
to
kind
the-
of massive heart failure, like a heart attack from trying to process it. Your liver might give
Imagine
out.
how your body feels after 44 cans of Coke. You're probably just like fucking pure energy at that point. You're just buzzing. You're vibrating.
Have you ever drank like a pop and just got really tired after?
Yeah.
The sugar crash.
And dehydrated.
I
I
don't
used to
get
get
pop.
super dehydrated.
I'd feel real dry in my
Yeah,
throat.
my throat would be all fucked up because you
I
know
don't
what
know.
kind of extracurricular activities we like to get into, and if you drink a soda after that shit, you're gonna be hurting. Drink water, only water.
We started off like that.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we call a callback in the business here.
What?
You don't know what that is?
Yeah, call back. You gotta call back. See if you see if you can get him
Look
in
at
the
me
door.
like I'm a dumbass.
You are a dumbass.
I am. Yeah. Well, that's established. That's a fact that I've come to terms with.
All right. So to wrap up here today, we talked about a lot of interesting points.
Hopefully, you can take some of this home with you and
Quite a
use it
few,
in your
though.
everyday life.
Yeah, and you guys, we want some feedback on the video. We wanted to really
Fucking
add that.
email us.
Yeah, email us. We're going to be opening up some social media platforms here the next couple weeks. We're going to be getting into Instagram, probably TikTok, stuff like
YouTube.
that. YouTube, so you guys can watch our podcast all the time. It's easy.
This is actually going on YouTube, I think. Fingers crossed.
Unedited
Set it up.
or
We might edit it in that one part.
We'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
We'll have to view it. We'll see how incriminating it is.
Anyway, today's message: don't be a fool. Wrap your tool. Use a condom.
Yeah, we could talk about that next week.
drink water. Don't trust your government.
All right. Stay safe.
Yes.
And now.